Hi there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the whole year of 2022. So how this has been working is that 4 different decks have come forward that want to work with us for giving the messages through our angel, from our angels, through the cards. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm with it. I promise you. And so we've been doing, because it's 4 different decks, we've been doing January, February, March first, and then the other quarters later. And so here we have already the January, February, March messages for us. So we start out with that we know what to do. I'm Scorpio too. So this is all of us, and we know what to do. It's a gut feeling. It's an intuition. We understand what's best and how to do it. And oh my gosh, suddenly they gave me this fatigue. Like, oh, we're just so tired. Oh boy, it's time to rest. We know what to do. We know what to do. There's always ways, right? And so keeping in mind that we're not controlling anybody else. That our own, fatigue and overwhelm a little bit, and knowing what to do, how to change that, how to make it better, does not really depend upon any other individual person. Like, we can figure out kind of how to deal with this, and it's like there's no other person that's supposed to take over for us. Does that make sense? This is us. We're talking about us. The subject is Scorpio. Any other person who wants to step in and take over needs to be very nicely, very beautifully told, thank you, but no thank you. Okay. I don't know what that means. We'll see. Okay, because this is for January, February, March, right? This may not happen right away in January. Let's just keep it in mind for the whole first quarter of the year. Okay, and oh yeah, oh man, all this clearing. Chakra clearing. Wow, do we ever need that, right? Get some, whatever, Reiki or healing touch or therapeutic touch or something like that. Get that done. Get all your chakras cleared and balanced, and so that they're absolutely flowing well. Yeah, do that. It feels like, some of you're kind of saying, well, no, I clear all the time anyway. I use my crystals and I use my angels, which I do. I talk with Archangel Metatron several times a day and ask him, and I use the selenite, and we clear energy, certainly in between every reading, but other times as well, first thing in the morning and last thing at night, we clear energy. This is different. This is, like, it is that. Please do that if you don't already. Continue it if you already do that. But this is getting an experienced practitioner to do this for you. This is what this means. Just get a fresh start. It's like a brand new year. Let's shed that old garbage that we've been dragging around. No wonder we're tired. Oh my God. We've been dragging around all that stuff, all that energy. Wow. Okay. Getting rid of all that is necessary for going forward. Yes. Same with clearing our space. So this is an energetic clearing, just like what we were just talking about with the chakras. It's that kind of a clearing. This is also getting rid of the clutter, the stuff that you just don't need anymore. You haven't even looked at it in a while. It's still in a box. It's stuffed in a corner somewhere, a closet somewhere. And you know now that you don't need that. Clear that clutter. This is part of this, you know what to do, and it's becoming a little more clear that, any other person not being involved in this and not, saying no thanks, but no thanks. This is ours to do. Nobody can do this for us. Or, maybe in a physical sense they can do it, but we need to do this. This is our job. Clear that clutter. Don't foist that on anybody else. This is for us. Okay, all right. Okay, starting out fresh, right? It feels dusty. I know, it feels dusty. It's like I'm breathing dust and I'm wanting to cough a little bit, and that kind of stuff, and clear that out. And when we do that, it's such an enormous sense of accomplishment. And we deserve that. Which, getting somebody else, even if they're offering, don't accept help, because, maybe with lifting the heavy stuff if you can't and whatever else, but the sorting through the choices, the decisions, the getting right into the nitty-gritty of it, do that alone. At the end of the day, when you've got your, your stuff sorted and whatever, yes, somebody else can do the heavy hauling, but don't have anybody around when you're sorting through all this stuff. And this needs to be done before spring hits. Before spring. This is not spring cleaning. This is preparing for spring cleaning. Okay. All right. April, May, June. Let's see what is going to be for us in April, May, June of 2022. All right, so we have one card out, and there we have two cards out. And let's see what the third one will be. There we go. That was all pretty quick and easy. So here we're looking after our health. Yeah, this is a continuation from January, February, March, where that fatigue was kind of right in there, and the clutter was just dragging us down, and all the chakras that needed clearing. We're looking after our health now. And it's, for some people, it feels like it kind of crept up and now it's kicking us, For some people, it's something we've been aware of already and it's just time, right? Either way, this is the, kind of the main focus is health. And maybe it's physical, maybe it's mental, emotional, spiritual. Either way, it's us looking after ourselves, which we don't always do a very good job of that, right? And so ignoring all the distractions is what they're saying, ignoring all the distractions in order to say, I need to do this for me because my health depends upon it. You don't even have to say because, this is, that's why, right? And so, put your focus there. Put your focus on feeling good. Whatever helps you feel good, do that. Okay. And so, some of this, it's, go camping, right? Like, it's not necessarily going to the doctor and getting tests done and no, that's not at all the flavor that I'm getting. It is definitely, though, taking time for yourself, nurturing yourself, doing self-care, more of that energy clearing, more of the great food, right? All those kinds of things, and taking time off and being able to relax instead of, and so some of you do sink into this resting quite easily. Some of you are not there yet, but you will. This is kind of your lesson time. This is where you change your perspective from, oh, things are getting boring, I have to add more stuff, more activity, to, oh, things are calming down and it's a beautiful time for rest. Same activity, same life things happening, but different perspective. This is where This is where it stops. This is where the calm begins. Okay, all right. Now, we'll need to have some patience with ourselves as well as other people. There's some frustrations happening here, is what it feels like. People who do things differently than we do. And sometimes that's okay, and we're just going to have to step back and go, okay, I don't have control of that. And I could really force the issue and make control of that, but I just need to distance myself from this and have patience with myself as well as the other people. Things will happen in their own good time and in their own blessed way. Step back, have a nap. You know, this is what they're saying. Just chill. Just chill. It's all good. Have some patience. You know, in the moment, there will be a lot of frustrations, and it's really a learning curve. It feels like this huge learning curve of how to rest, as they've already talked about, you know, with the health, how to step back and how to rest and not allow the distractions. Like, this stuff is distractions. The stuff that tests our patience, that's distractions. That's stuff that doesn't benefit us, whether we're doing it or somebody else is doing it. We're feeling all that frustration over stuff that in the long run doesn't matter. In the long run, it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, there's ways to do things, but I mean, they can be tweaked. It's not as we're going to be thinking it is. And so this is a real opportunity to learn how to detach from that micro situation and allow it to be good. Okay. Oh, okay. And at some point, we're going to have to apologize to somebody. Maybe we didn't have patience. Maybe, something went on that we did wrong, and we will need to apologize. Apologies don't necessarily come easy. It's hard to admit when you're wrong, when you've hurt somebody, when, we had a goal in mind and we thought we were right and we were just forging forward doing that, and along the way we've hurt somebody. And now we have to go, oh dear, I am so sorry. That was never my intention. But that's what happened, and I'm sorry. We're going to have to suck it up and apologize to somebody, because we need these people. These are our people. Yeah. Okay. All right. So there's our second quarter of the year. Let's see now for July, August, and September. And we have here the abundance cards. So we'll see July, August, and September. What do they want to be teaching us? Our angels. What things are going to come our way, I guess, for summertime? Okay. Okay, angels. I've got the cards. Okay, they're kind of in a mess here right now. Okay, one more card, and then we'll see. All right, so cooperation instead of competition. It feels like, a lot of Scorpios have been learning this already. There isn't truly a competition. Sometimes, there's still that trigger inside, that kind of goes, but I was doing that. How come somebody else is also doing that? Now I have competition. No, you don't. No, you don't. Everybody's different energetically, and they attract and repel different people than you do, different business than you do, different, friendships. There's no competition. There's only cooperation. Excuse me, I have to cough. I have a tiny little, like a cold going on. My throat's kind of tickly. So we'll just hope that I'll be looking after my health and not allowing that to develop into anything. Okay, and so this cooperation, this is building. They're just showing me bricks and building them and stacking them and building something solid and beautiful and strong. And that's what we can do when we have a spirit of cooperation instead of competition. Let's work together. Let's just work together and help each other. And we will just have the strongest fortress ever. Yeah. Okay. Now, we have our savings. Please excuse me. We have our savings, and we need to have our savings. As you consistently save for your future is saved. Yeah. So now is not a time to go spending money willy-nilly. Just save it. You know, some of it is, you know, you're going to buy your things that you have to buy, that you normally buy. So you're still contributing to the economy. You're still having a flow, an in and out flow of your finances, of your energetic abundance, right? But make sure that you're looking after your future, because you will appreciate that later. And so there's something in the summertime that will be very tempting for you to purchase, but they're kind of saying, just hold off for a bit. Timing is not right for that. The timing is right for saving. And that's what they want us to know about for the summer. Okay. All right. And deservingness. So, okay. So this is feeling like there's some part of us, when we were just talking about buying that thing is not going to make us feel more deserving. That thing is not going to fill the gap, the void that we think it will fill. Spending the money buying the thing, or, you know, however that works out, like it'll be different probably for everybody, but whatever that looks like, that thing that you're so tempted to spend the money on, it's not going to do what you think it will do. So save your money and don't buy it. You deserve to be able to build that up a little bit. You deserve to have what feels like that security of being looked after later in a monetary sense. That's where your deservingness is. Okay. Okay. Money lessons are hard ones to learn. Some people really, I suppose, have it down pat. Some people don't. So, you know, all the lessons that I can get from my angels about how to, you know, how to go forward with this, I appreciate very much. Okay, so let's look at the end of the year, October, November, December. And let's see what the energy is for them. These are one of the fairy decks. And there's one. And there's, whoops, yeah, there's two. And let's see. Where's our third card? There it is. Okay. Okay, so by next fall, or fall of 2022, we will be manifesting things. We will be, have goals in mind, right? By the following spring of 2023, we will be achieving all those goals. Isn't that beautiful to know? And, you know, we'll have next winter to work on things, to line it all up. It'll actually start, it feels like it's going to actually start during the winter, and then it'll be fully ripe by spring. So that's excellent news for us. We will need to get some exercise. Yeah, it's a thing, right? It feels like, you know, Feels like we've gone in spurts, kind of, where for a while we're really good and we get the exercise and we do the activity and all that stuff. And then, we get busy and it kind of falls by the wayside. That's one of the things that we don't make time for. And we need to get back into that, especially for winter. Winter is certainly a much more sedentary time, but then, you have all these, I don't know, the weight fluctuates and the fitness level fluctuates and all that stuff, and it's not necessarily good. Like, we still need to keep moving, winter or not. So be aware of that. Do it however you can. Like, if it's too cold outside for you, set up something inside or go to the gym or have an accountability partner or, whatever it takes, right? But just make sure that we're getting the exercise. And so it feels like in the broader sense, it's also eating the good food and drinking all the water and stuff like that. Just in general, looking after what we're taking in and what we're blossoming out. Okay. All right. And by October, November, December of 2022, there's a cycle coming to an end that we will need to let go of. Feels like that is what will make room for this new thing to build, right? So something to let go of, something to relinquish control. And okay, so what were we talking about earlier? It's kind of a continuation, remember, of getting rid of the clutter, not having not micromanaging things. Yeah, it's the same with that. We'll have to continue to let go of that, get deeper into that, right? It's yes, we learned a bunch earlier. I think it was actually the first quarter, and then we can continue that. We're going to be developing that all year, kind of, and then by winter, we're ready to really let go of it. It'll be a progression, we don't have to abruptly just cut ties with something, right? We can work on this and learn how and do it slowly, and then we're ready to let go of it. Okay, wow, okay. It's quite a year for us. All right, so let's see, we have here kind of the overview. It's one card, an overview of all the energy for 2022. Perfect timing. Everything that will happen in 2022 will be in perfect timing. We can trust that. We can understand that. We can go with that. Let's just be happy about that. Because that's truly, this makes it so that we don't have resistance to what's going on when we can fully understand that things are happening in divine timing, perfect timing. We can push against it all we want, and we cannot change it because it will happen in its timing. That's very reassuring. Well, fellow Scorpios, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much, and I love you. And let's have an amazing year.